5 ways to create your own startup accelerator. Today, I'm really excited to be sharing with you guys 5 ideas. You know, if you think about it, there's 1,500, maybe you didn't know this, 1,500 startup accelerators in the world, and only 3 to 5% of applicants actually get in. So that's kind of crazy, because if you think about it, that's a whole lot of other startups that don't get access to that kind of information and advice and counsel, and that's the wrong that I want to right today. Now, I get it. It's a process. Not everybody can get in. But I believe that everybody can create their own version of a startup accelerator, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys today in this video. The first thing that you can do is start reading more books about startups, or even better, Quora blog posts. I mean, think about this. On Quora, you have other entrepreneurs, other investors that get the questions that investors might ask them or other startups ask and answer those questions, so you can start to learn the language, the lexicon of the startup world. Read the books. There's a bunch of founders that have written these amazing startup books. I'm going to link some of them below in the comments, but anybody has access to this. So don't wait. If you get rejected by applying to a startup accelerator, or you feel that you need to be in one to be successful, please don't let that stop you. That is not the case. So number 1, read great books. The second one is bringing people around you to ensure that you're really building that support group, and I call that founders lunches. So one of my strategies that I've been doing for over a decade is bringing like-minded entrepreneurs together to break bread, and that could be lunch or dinner. I mean, if you think about it, most accelerators, what they do is they essentially have office hours where they coach with you and they talk to you, but once a week they'll bring in a pretty notable entrepreneur to come in and share their story. I mean, I've been a mentor for easily a dozen different startup accelerators, so I understand their programs, but the same advice that you can get by being in there once a week, going in, learning from the other entrepreneurs or hearing their stories, you can get every week using this strategy, founders lunches. Bring people together, share their stories, have you share your story so far of getting going, and it will build that base, that foundation to create your own accelerator. So that's number 2. Number 3 is you really want to create your own pitch deck, because to me, it's not about a business plan. People talk about a business plan. I call it a guest plan, okay? But having your own pitch deck and creating, you know, those 10 magical slides of information about your competition, your market, your strategy, your team, your unfair advantage, all these different aspects will just get you crystal clear on what you're building. And that's what you would learn if you were in a startup accelerator. That's what they teach you. They sit down with you and they say, okay, you need to understand your competitive set. You need to understand how to build a world-class team. But you can do this for yourself, and having that force and function of creating a pitch deck for your startup is going to be a great way to get the same value that you would if you were inside an accelerator. Now, the 4th thing I want to share with you guys is really to watch a bunch of videos. You know, these videos, my videos, I talk to entrepreneurs and tech founders all the time, so you can watch my videos. You can watch, there's so many other events that record their videos. Go and search an event and go watch all the presenters at those events. You can even watch pitch practice. You can watch Startup 101, Startup School. There is an unlimited amount of videos. You could start today and you would never get done, because there's still new ones being created all the time. But make it a daily practice. This is what I want to challenge you guys to do, is maybe at lunchtime when you sit down to eat, you also say, I'm going to watch an hour of startup videos. Again, it's to be immersed in it, to understand what are some of the best practices, what does a great pitch look like, and just model those behaviors and those and the attitude and the beliefs and the confidence that some of these founders have. I want you to get inspired by watching those videos. So that's number 4. 5, the last one I want to share with you guys is really to choose a date. Pick a date. You know, just like every startup accelerator, it's a 90-day program. In 90 days, I want you to pick a date. And that's either to launch with full force or to raise your round of funding. If that's truly the path you want to take, then pick a date today, set it, put it on your mirror, share it with your team, share it with your family, let everybody know this is my vision, this is my goal, this is what I want to do with my life. And that is how you create your own version of Startup Accelerator. Real quick, I'm going to recap. So number 1, you want to make sure that you read all the books. There's books, Quora blog posts, etc. Organize founders lunches. That's number 2. Bring like-minded entrepreneurs together. 3 is make sure that you create your pitch deck. You know, and think about the slides and the information that you want on there that just helps you align and get clear on your strategy. 4, you want to watch the videos. This video, many other videos out there, just search startups, events, startup school. There's so much great content out there for you to consume, and just add it to your calendar. If you schedule it, you will get it done. And 5, make sure you pick a date in the future where you're gonna either launch or start raising your round of funding. Again, just like an accelerator. That's what I want to share with you guys, because I truly don't believe that getting in or not getting into an accelerator is going to dictate your success. No matter where you live in the world, you decide your fate. I hope those ideas worked for you. I want to ask you please to like the video, share it with somebody else that you think needs to hear this message, and leave me a comment. Let me know, out of the 5 strategies I share, which one are you committed to doing this week? Start on it this week. Leave me a comment below with your answer. I want to challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business, and I'll see you next Monday.